with our hot Malaysian weather, ice cream is just one of the desserts that we always go to cool our body self. Hi, welcome to Wake and Bake, a show that's dedicated to just baking and desserts. On this show, we'll be teaching you a variety of recipes on how to bake cakes and pastries. And we'll be introducing you to some business entrepreneurs that major in these desserts. If you're ready, then let's go check it out. Out there, and welcome back to another episode of Wake and Bake. Once again, I'm here with our sensational baker Nani, and she's got some surprises up her sleeves, don't you?
Yes, so for today, we'll be making our signature macadamia baked cheesecake. For this signature cheesecake, we need 4 whole eggs, and we need 600 grams of cream cheese, 150 grams of caster sugar, about 250 grams of our digestive biscuit, 60 grams of our sour creams, and we have our vanilla essence, and about 4 tablespoons of salted butter.
So what's the process like?
Alright, so first we're going to make the biscuit base first. We are going to put in the digestive biscuit. So we are going to blend this first. So
we get to save some time here.
And we are gonna pop in our butter. So this is done. I'm just gonna use a spoon to just get this out. So now we are gonna spread this. So this is ready. So we'll be baking this for 10 minutes in the oven. So the base is in the oven for 10 minutes. So while waiting, we can make our cheesecake batter.
Okay.
So let's get started with our cream cheese. And then we are going to put in our caster sugar. And then with a bit of vanilla essence. And then we're going to mix this first until it's creamy. But we're going to wait for about 2 to 3 minutes until it gets really, really creamy. This is mixing, and we're going to add on our eggs one at a time. One, and we're going to just speed it up. 2, and the last one.
Nice.
There we go. So this is creamy, and then we're going to add on our sour cream. So we're just mixing this until it gets really fluffy and creamy. And your cheesecake batter is ready. Alright, done.
Since the cream cheese is done, shall I go grab the base from the oven?
Yes, please.
Okay. Got it.
So this is done, but we have to let it rest for at least another 10 more minutes before we can put in our cheese. So we're going to wait for 10 minutes first.
Okay.
Alright, so the crust has been cooled down. So we are going to pour in our cheese batter right in. We are just going to first flatten our cheesecake batter. So now what we need to do is we need to bake them, but we need to water bath our cheesecakes. We are going to put it right in the center of our oven. We have preheated our oven at 170 Celsius for about 15 minutes. And you're going to help me to pour the water right at the tray.
Just around the tray, right? What does this do actually?
So it helps to maintain the temperature of the oven.
Okay.
And it doesn't burn your cheesecake.
Oh, is that enough?
It's called the water bath method. So we are going to bake this for about 60 minutes. And then we're going to check it out. So we have our cheesecake chilled in the fridge. So while waiting, we are going to do our candied macadamia.
Great, let's get started.
So we're going to need about 1 cup of macadamia nuts.
Okay.
And about 3 tablespoons of caster sugar.
So what do we have to do?
So we're going to start with melting our sugar. So not too high that it's gonna burn.
We don't want to burn the sugar. Yeah.
So we're gonna wait for a while. So our sugar is almost completed melting. So look at that.
Wow.
So you're gonna help me add on the nuts, and we are just gonna mix. So this is ready. So we're gonna transfer it to a parchment paper, and we're gonna spread it and gonna let it cool. So we are just gonna spread it like that. This is done, and we're gonna cool it off.
So our macadamias have cooled. What's next?
So now we're gonna take our cheesecake that has been chilled in the fridge. This has been chilled for about 3 hours. So I'm going to show you how to remove the cheesecake from the tin. So first we're going to need our turntable.
Okay, which we have right here.
Thank you. Right, so we're going to press the cheesecake tin like that. So look at that.
Wow.
So this looks good. So this we're going to keep it aside. So we're going to take our cake board right over there. And then, so we're going to need a spatula. So we're sort of going to do this and slide it over. So this is done. So what we're going to do is we are going to just coat the macadamia nuts with a bit of our caramel.
Oh, wow.
Just about 1 or 2 tablespoons. And we are going to just mix this well. So the nuts is ready. So we're going to need a piping bag. So we're going to take a bit of the caramel. I'm going to put it in our piping bag. So just going to put that in. Okay, so I'm just going to drip it that way.
Just at the corners?
Correct. So we can do this. And then you can just drizzle a bit more on top because we are going to layer them with the nuts. And then we are just going to use our spoon to just spread. And then now we are going to get the nuts on top. I mean, look at that.
Wow.
This is ready, our macadamia baked cheesecake.
Now comes my favorite part.
We are gonna cut this and try. This is the best seller at all of my outlets as well. And, ooh, there you go.
Oh,
So
so
let's
excited.
try it together because I've been eyeing on this too. They look super cheesy.
And a baker always has to taste your products, right?
You're never gonna lose weight. You're always eating up cakes all the time.
Here goes to our sugar diet. Wow. The taste of the macadamia nuts is so crunchy and it goes well with the creaminess of the cheesecake and the caramel, the crunchiness from the biscuits at the bottom, and the crunchiness from the macadamias at the top. So Nani, can you tell me what's next on our agenda?
It's not a cake, it's not a cheesecake, but it's something puffy.
Okay, I think I know what it is, but we'll have to wait for right after this. Till then, this is
Wake and Bake.
So we are back and we are ready to start on our second recipe. What are we doing?
So we are gonna make our puffy cream puff because it's super puffy. Our cream puff, we have 2 main components. So we got the cream puff and also the hat. So let's go through the ingredients. 50 grams of salted butter, 50 grams of caster sugar, and 50 grams of all-purpose flour. Just 3 ingredients to make our hat.
Nice.
Right, so we're gonna need our mixer. So we're gonna start off with putting in our butter. We're gonna put in our caster sugar. So we're gonna mix this until it's a bit on the fluffy side. Alright, so then we are going to put in our flour.
So just 3 ingredients to make our hat.
Ingredients, correct. Alright, and this is ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift it up and we're gonna make it into a ball. And this is ready. So we need 2 pieces of parchment paper. We are gonna put our dough. So we're gonna put it on top and we're gonna press. And then you're gonna take your rolling pin and you're gonna roll from the center outwards.
This looks like fun.
So and then you can keep on checking what you're doing. So if this is good, so I'm just gonna grab our measuring spoon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you that we are just gonna make like in a shape.
Okay, so you're using the measuring spoon.
So you're just gonna do this and we're gonna freeze it. So we are then gonna cover it up. And then I usually put it in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Now while we wait for that to be chilled.
Alright, so now we're gonna make the cream puff dough. So let's go through the ingredients. We have 120 grams of all-purpose flour, 4 whole eggs, 100 grams of salted butter, 100 grams of full cream milk. We have 100 grams of just plain water, a pinch of salt. We're gonna start off with having the water into our pot.
Alright.
Thank you. And next we're gonna need is a pinch of salt. And we're gonna also put in our milk. And we're gonna need our butter. So just gonna mix this up together. So it's starting to boil right now. So we are then going to switch off the heat.
Okay.
And you're gonna help me to add the flour. So now we're just gonna mix it slowly. And you are gonna mix this for about 3 minutes.
Okay.
And then it's ready. Wet and it looks good, so this is ready to go into our mixer bowl. So we are going to mix this until it's cooled down for about 10 minutes. Also, if you touch it, it's not really hot anymore.
Yeah,
so we are then going to mix our egg. So continue mixing it, and this is done. And our mixture is ready. It looks.
Oh, it's glossy.
Yeah. So we are now going to transfer our cream puff dough into our piping bag. So 1, 2, 3, and stop.
Alright, so it's like a 3-second roll.
Alright.
Nice.
So these cream puffs are ready. So what's left will be our hat. So our hat has hardened.
Oh
so
yeah,
you
it
can
has.
see. So I'm just gonna cut
According to the shape.
And you can just lift it up and you're gonna put it right on top.
Okay.
So this is ready. So as usual, we need to preheat our oven at 170 Celsius for about 15 minutes. And we are gonna bake this for at least 40 minutes or until it's golden brown. Now, of course, we need the filling because the cream puffs can't be empty. So we will be making my signature vanilla bean custard.
Oh, all right. So what do we need for that?
So for our vanilla bean custard, we need 500 grams of full cream milk.
Okay.
We have our vanilla bean paste. We have 5 whole egg yolks. So we got 25 grams of the corn flour, 25 grams of the bread flour, 30 grams of our salted butter, and 125 grams of caster sugar and salt. So this is our whipping cream, which is 150 ml. Now, let's start first with our milk. So we are going to simmer our milk in the pot, right, with our sugar and our vanilla bean. So while waiting for this to simmer, so we're going to put in
the egg yolks.
The egg yolks in. And then we are going to put in our corn flour in. And then we are going to put in our bread flour. And then we need to put a bit of milk from our mixture because we just want to mix it.
Okay.
If not, it's going to be too dry. So I'm just going to put about 3 tablespoons. And you're going to help me to mix and turn it into a paste. I'm going to put a bit of salt just in there. This is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix it. And this is good. We're gonna put this aside. So we're gonna wait for this to simmer. We're going to switch it off and we are going to pour a bit of the boiling milk into our egg mixture because we don't want to make our eggs cooked in the milk. So we're going to do that. So mix this together and then you are going to pour this in. And we're now going to add on our butter to just make it silky and glossy. So let's continue mixing this. Alright, so our custard base is ready. So we are then going to sieve right in here. So look at our custard, it's really good. So we are then going to chill it as well. So we're going to pop it into the fridge for a while we do our whipping cream. So our cream puff has been baking for about 40 minutes and it's golden brown, so it's ready to be taken out.
Wow, that looks so good.
Amazing. So now we're just gonna let it cool while we do our whipped cream for our custard.
Alright.
So we need our whipped cream to be put into our mixer bowl. So I'm gonna whisk this on a high speed for it to be really, really fluffy. So our whipped cream is whipped to perfection. So this is ready to go. So I'm gonna show you how it looks like. So you can tilt it. Ta-da! Like that. So it's ready.
It's stiff, right?
It's stiff.
Okay.
It's perfect. So I'm gonna put this on the side. So now you can grab our custard in the fridge.
Looks so yummy.
So now we are gonna pour in our whipped cream. So then we are gonna fold this. So this is ready. So you don't want to overfold it. If you see our cream puff, so you have to slit because we're gonna put the cream in. So what we're gonna do now is we are gonna lift this and
Fill it up.
fill it up.
Oh.
So I like to always start with icing sugar as well. So our cream puffs are ready.
So our cream puffs are just screaming at me saying, eat me. So can we have a bite? Yes. Wow.
It's creamy.
It's crunchy and crispy on the outside, but it's so creamy on the
Do you
inside.
love the vanilla bean flavoring?
I do.
It's amazing.
It's strong.
amazing.
And I think the whipped cream really makes a difference because it's very light, right?
Correct.
It's not too overpowering. As much as I want to finish all of this, you know that it's time for me to leave you again.
Again?
Yes, but I'll be back again soon, don't worry. And to all of those watching, don't go anywhere because we still have a lot more exciting things coming up right after this. Until then, this is Wake and Bake. Do you know what food is served on conveyor belts? Obviously, the first thing that comes into mind is sushi, right? Well, this place serves something quite different. So let's go in and check it out. I just want to know how you came up with the idea of using conveyor belts for desserts.
Actually, we went to Japan for holiday and then it's like, we tried this dessert, I forgot the name already actually. So when we come back and then my friend's like, hey, you want to make business now? You want to have a F&B restaurant or something? And then we was thinking, what kind of concept? Oh, maybe we can try desserts on conveyor belt.
We have this one here.
We have this macaron.
So the macaroons are like, it's got hand-drawn pictures on it.
They have more designs actually.
Hello Kitty. So are the macaroons made here?
Actually, our macarons are made from our central kitchen. And then they will deliver here and then we will pump the cream and everything. We will draw ourselves.
So you assemble it here
Yeah.
like, with the cream and things. tasty one. I'll try this. Tastes like coffee. And she's right, it's not too sweet. It's like just the right amount of sweet, so you can have the whole thing and not feel guilty about it. Oh, rainbow cake, so colorful. It's fluffy, it's nice, it's cute. So what's next?
Try this. This is quite nice.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's a cute heart shape with a blue base. I can taste the Oreo. Wow. It's creamy, it's soft. Wow. I thought it was jelly at first, but it's actually a mousse.
It's a mousse.
Wow. I'm surprised. Very good. So what's next?
This is similar with the one you ate.
Yeah.
It's just that the ingredients are different.
But look at the decoration. It's so nice. It's so amazing. Oh my
Chocolate
god.
hazelnut.
Look at the color. Everything looks too good to eat. So good. So what's next?
These are another two signature cakes.
Wow. And this one is sponge cake. What flavor is this?
Lychee cheese.
I like how it's a bit sourish. It's sourish and lemon, slight lychee taste. Not sweet. Perfect because you can eat the whole cake and not feel guilty about it. Wow. For the last finale, this one is the white chocolate, the sesame in the center, and a sponge cake at the bottom. Wow. All your cakes are amazing. And I really love the designs. Every design is so unique in its own way. I loved every single one of your desserts, love. Anyways, thank you so much for having me and thank you for letting me try your yummy dessert.
Thanks for coming.
I'm so happy that I'm here. Well, that's all that we have for today's episode. I hope that you put some of the recipes you learned today to good use. Don't forget to tag us on our social media accounts and follow our social media accounts for more exciting recipes. Until next time, I'm your host, Mahira Khan, and this is Wake and Bake.